September 3, 2020, 9 a.m. PST. Selena Gomez sat alone in her Encino home, staring at her phone. In 30 minutes, Rare Beauty would officially launch at Sephora. 2 years of work, 150 products, 48 foundation shades, millions of dollars invested. But that's not what made her hands shake. What made her hands shake was something nobody knew yet. Rare Beauty wasn't created to make money. It was created to save her life. And in exactly 30 minutes, the world would find out if her biggest risk would pay off or destroy everything she'd built. May 2017, undisclosed treatment facility. Selena Gomez had just turned 24. She was supposed to be on her revival tour, sold-out arenas, millions of dollars in ticket sales, the biggest tour of her career. Instead, she was in a treatment facility, staring at white walls. This was her 4th time in treatment. Lupus had ravaged her body. The kidney transplant from her best friend Francia Raiza had saved her life physically, but mentally, she was drowning. Anxiety, depression, panic attacks so severe she couldn't breathe. And something else nobody knew about yet, bipolar disorder. The diagnosis would come later, in April 2020. But sitting in that room in 2017, Selena already knew something was deeply wrong. She'd spent her entire life from age 7 on Barney and Friends to global superstardom, being told she needed to be perfect. The perfect role model, the perfect Disney star, the perfect girlfriend, the perfect pop star. But perfection was killing her. There was this immense amount of pressure I had growing up that I felt like I needed to be a good role model, she later told WWD. And then I felt like maybe that was just unrealistic. In that treatment facility, Selena made a decision. If she was going to survive, she needed to do something radical. She needed to break the beauty industry. January 2018, Los Angeles. Selena started researching the beauty industry. And what she found horrified her. The average beauty ad showed models, airbrushed beyond recognition, impossible standards, flawless skin, perfect contour, not a pore in sight. The message was clear. You're not good enough as you are. And it was killing young girls. Studies showed that 90% of women felt worse about themselves after looking at beauty ads. Social media had made it exponentially worse. Instagram filters, Facetune, everyone presenting a fake, perfected version of themselves. Selena knew this intimately. She had 428 million Instagram followers, the most followed woman on Instagram at one point. She'd seen the dark side of social media firsthand. I didn't know that I was going through my own journey with mental health at the time, she revealed. So it was really confusing growing up. And once people created this narrative of my life, I realized I can't be quiet anymore. She'd quit social media for 4 years because it was destroying her mental health. But she also realized she had a platform. She had influence. She could change this. What if there was a beauty brand that didn't try to hide your flaws? What if there was a brand that said, you're enough exactly as you are? What if makeup wasn't about transformation, but about celebration? February 22, 2019. Selena officially founded Rare Beauty. But she didn't start with products. She started with a mission. I basically said, I want people that have been doing this for so long, who are willing to take a chance and take this journey with me. Gomez told WWD in 2021. She assembled a team of NYX Cosmetics veterans. Scott Friedman, CEO. Meji, Chief Digital Officer. Joyce Kim, Chief Product Development Officer. But before they designed a single lipstick or foundation, Selena told them something that shocked everyone in the room. Before the makeup products even happened, I wanted the brand to be some sort of resource for people. She created the Rare Impact Fund. Goal: raise $100 million in 10 years for mental health services. 1% of all Rare Beauty sales would go to the fund. Her business advisors thought she was insane. "You're giving away profit before you've even made profit," one asked. Selena didn't care. "I was not sure if I was going to be excited about doing something, unless it incorporated giving back in some way," she told Time magazine. "So before the makeup products even happened, I wanted the brand to be some sort of resource for people as well. Because I feel like if I am here, I might as well do as much good as I can." Her team had never heard a celebrity talk like this. Most celebrity beauty brands were cash grabs, cheap products with a famous name slapped on them. Selena was building something different. She was building a movement. March 2020. COVID-19 hit. The world shut down. Rare Beauty was supposed to launch in September 2020. Everything was planned. The product line was finalized. The marketing was ready. And then the entire beauty industry collapsed. Stores closed. Supply chains broke. Nobody was buying makeup because nobody was leaving their houses. Selena's team held an emergency meeting. "Should we delay the launch?" her CEO asked. "Maybe we should wait until 2021, another advisor suggested. Selena said no. "Ending up here was always the end goal," she said. "And with everything happening in the world, it became even more important to us to make sure that we create a safe space where everyone knows that they're celebrated." The launch would go forward. But first, Selena had to do something she'd been avoiding. She had to tell the world about her bipolar disorder. Selena appeared on Miley Cyrus's Instagram live show, Bright Minded, and she revealed something she'd never told anyone publicly. "Recently, I went to one of the best mental hospitals, and I discussed that, after years of going through a lot of different things, I realized that I was bipolar." The internet exploded. Headlines everywhere. Selena Gomez, bipolar disorder, mental health crisis. Some people praised her bravery. Others questioned if she was using mental illness to promote her brand. But Selena didn't care about the critics. Because for the first time in her life, she was being completely honest. No filters, no airbrushing, no fake perfection. Just raw, vulnerable truth. "My life became very public really quickly, and I didn't know that I was going through my own journey with mental health at the time," she explained. "I realized I can't be quiet anymore. I have to just address what needs to be addressed, and that's me reclaiming my story." And with that confession, Rare Beauty suddenly made sense. It wasn't just a makeup line. It was Selena's therapy, her healing, her way of taking back control. And if it could save her, maybe it could save others too. September 3, 2020, 9 a.m. Rare Beauty launched exclusively at Sephora and rarebeauty.com. 150 SKUs, 48 foundation shades, products with names like Positive Light and Find Comfort. The packaging was designed for people with disabilities, easy-to-grip bottles for people whose hands shake, like Selena's, due to lupus medication. Every product was cruelty-free and vegan, and the marketing completely different from every other beauty brand. No airbrushing, no perfection, no contour tutorials showing you how to transform your face. Instead, Rare Beauty is not about being someone else, but being who you are. The first campaign video showed Selena with minimal makeup, talking directly to the camera. "I want us all to stop comparing ourselves to each other, and just start embracing our own uniqueness." Critics were skeptical. "Another celebrity beauty brand," they said. "She's just capitalizing on mental health," others claimed. And then something happened nobody predicted. 2021. A 16-year-old girl posted a TikTok review of Rare Beauty's Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. "This blush is too pigmented," she said, showing a tiny dot of pink on her cheek that spread into a beautiful flush. The video went viral, 5 million views. Then another girl posted, then another, then another. The Rare Beauty blush became a TikTok sensation. By 2022, Rare Beauty Blush had over 2 billion views on TikTok. Sephora couldn't keep it in stock. The blush alone generated $70 million in revenue in 2022. But it wasn't just the blush. Every Rare Beauty product had something special. The Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation that felt like nothing on your skin. The Positive Light Highlighter that gave a natural glow. The Soft Pinch Matte Lip Cream that didn't dry out your lips. But the real secret? Selena's authenticity. Unlike other celebrity founders who slapped their name on products and disappeared, Selena was everywhere. She posted lo-fi makeup tutorials on Instagram. She responded to comments. She showed her own struggles with applying makeup because of her shaky hands. Mehedi, Rare Beauty's chief digital officer, explained the strategy. Her vulnerability was the thing that kept coming up. She's been so open and honest about who she is, and some of the struggles that she goes through, and there was a sense of just everyone could see themselves in her. Gen Z didn't want perfection. They wanted honesty, and Selena gave it to them. 2022, Rare Beauty revenue hits $100 million. 2023, revenue explodes to $350 million. 2024, revenue reaches $400 million. 12 months ending in May. 2024, valuation. Over $2 billion. By 2024, Rare Beauty was one of Sephora's best-selling brands, available in 36 countries. Ranked 2 beauty brand among Gen Z, behind only e.l.f., ahead of Maybelline, L'Oreal, and Fenty Beauty. Named one of Time magazine's most influential companies. Selena Gomez's personal net worth? $1.3 billion. She became a billionaire from a makeup brand she created while recovering from mental illness. But here's what nobody talks about. She never wanted to get rich. While everyone was talking about Rare Beauty's sales numbers, something else was happening quietly in the background. The Rare Impact Fund. Remember that mission Selena started with? Raise $100 million in 10 years for mental health? By 2024, the fund partnered with 26 organizations worldwide, funded mental health services in schools, provided free therapy to underserved communities, supported organizations like the Trevor Project and GenZ Foundation. 1% of every Rare Beauty purchase went to the fund. That viral 23 cents went to mental health services. That 29 cents funded therapy for someone who couldn't afford it. By 2025, Rare Beauty had donated over $15 million. J.G. Larochette, founder of the Mindful Life Project, a California nonprofit placing mental health coaches in schools, received 2 $150,000 grants from Rare Beauty. Those grants allowed him to expand from 28 schools in 6 cities to 50 schools in 13 cities. There's a lot to be said when Selena Gomez and her team validate your work, Larochette told Time magazine. Elise Cohen, Rare Beauty's Executive VP of Social Impact and President of the Rare Impact Fund, explained, "We're at a really exciting turning point in the private sector, where brands can be leveraged in a powerful and meaningful way to contribute to society." But the fund did more than just write checks. Rare Beauty used its massive social media platform to share mental health resources, post daily affirmations, destigmatize therapy and medication, create a community where people could talk openly about their struggles. The comment sections became therapy sessions. People shared their stories, their struggles, their victories. And Selena read them all. October 2025. A 15-year-old girl named Maya sits in her bedroom in Ohio. She's struggling, depression, anxiety, the pressure to be perfect on social media. She opens Instagram and sees a Rare Beauty post. "You don't need to be perfect to be beautiful." In the comments, hundreds of girls her age are sharing their stories. "I stopped wearing foundation because of Rare Beauty. I embrace my acne now. Selena made me realize it's okay to not be okay. I started therapy because of the Rare Impact Fund. Maya starts crying. Not because she's sad, because for the first time, she doesn't feel alone. She orders the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. Not because she wants to look different, because she wants to celebrate who she is. That's the real story of Rare Beauty. It's not about the $2 billion valuation. It's not about the viral TikToks. It's not about making Selena Gomez a billionaire. It's about a woman who was drowning in her own mind, who decided that if she was going to survive, she needed to break every rule the beauty industry had ever made. And in breaking those rules, she saved herself. And maybe, just maybe, she saved a generation of girls who needed to hear, "You are enough, exactly as you are." Rare is beautiful. 2025. Rare Beauty shows no signs of slowing down. There are rumors that Selena has hired advisors to assess sale offers for the brand, potentially worth billions of dollars. But those who know Selena say she'll never sell, because Rare Beauty was never about the money. In her Encino home, surrounded by her grandparents, Selena Gomez sits in her glam room. Her foot is in a boot from tripping over a friend's puppy. Her hands shake slightly from her lupus medication. She looks at herself in the mirror. No filter, no airbrushing, no perfection, and she smiles. There is nothing more beautiful to me than to see someone just glowing and loving who they are, she says. That's the legacy of Rare Beauty. Not a makeup line, a movement, a revolution, a lifeline. And for the millions of people who have found hope, healing, and self-acceptance through Rare Beauty, it literally saved their lives, just like it saved Selena's.